Hi, and welcome to the Messy Craft Corner. This is Jimmy Lou, and I have a really cool craft for you guys today that you can incorporate into your decor using just a few things from the Dollar Tree and some paint and a little hot glue. Are you ready to get started? Me too. Okay, so I went to the Dollar Tree and I stumbled across these really cute oval frames. They came in like silver and gold, and I don't really care for the color, but I thought, I could really do something with this. Not sure what, but I brought it home. And after I brought it home and I created something so cool, I went back and I bought more. But when I went back, they did not just have these frames, they also had square ones. So I haven't done anything with the square one yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the exact same thing with the square one as I've done with these oval ones. So first thing I did was I used chalk paint, some white chalk paint. And let me tell you, I'm going to give you a tip here because I was buying this chalk paint at Michael's and Walmart. I bought Waverly from Walmart. I bought this Deco Art chalk finish, which has a really nice coverage. But when I went to buy more because I was almost out, I thought, I'm going to take a look in the actual paint department and not so much just the craft department. Well, guess what? I found this Kilt chalk style paint, and it's white. And I will tell you what, I painted this frame with this Kilt chalk paint, and I got the exact same coverage as I did with the Deco Art. And actually, it was even a little bit better than the Deco Art, but it was equivalent to the Waverly that is also sold at Walmart. This was $20, and it's 32 ounces. So you get a lot more paint for around the same amount of money as you would pay for a bigger container of the Waverly. And it does have about the same covering. Now, I am by no means endorsed by any company, not Walmart, not Michael's, not Kilt, Deco Art, none of them. I am not sponsored, or I'm not with any of them. I just wanted to give you a little tip on some things that you could use. So I went ahead and I painted my frame using the chalk paint, and I gave this 3 coats just because I wanted it to cover that silvery base that was already on it. And it covered it, and it kind of gave it like this sort of antique sort of looking look. And I really liked that. But beyond that, we are going to do something a little more fun with it. And I'm going to show you, we're going to dry brush that. And let's see what. I was doing black. Yeah, we'll do the black. Now, I did not find the black in the Kilt's chalk paint, so I'm stuck with Waverly. Although I don't really feel stuck with it because it is a good paint. So just what I do to chalk paint is I use one of these dry brushes and got myself a little container here. Had to clean up the Messy Craft Corner today in order to bring you a video, but I didn't mind because I got to organize a little bit and get some of my projects that I'm getting ready for the craft fair. And guess what? I now also have a Facebook page, and I have I can't remember the name of it. I'll think of it. But anyways, let's get painting. So I just take my husband buys these pies that he eats all the time. So I save some of the containers for this job. And I just get a little bit of paint on my brush, but then I use this to kind of like take off the excess. And it's good to use something like these pans because then I can just throw it away. So, and then I just take a dry brush and I just back and forth to pull out. If you can see, I'm pulling out some of the details of the actual frame, but I'm using a very light hand because I don't want to paint the whole thing black. I just want some of the details to look distressed and bring out kind of like an antique sort of look. Do my sides. And guys, you don't have to get a frame from the Dollar Tree to do this whole project. If you find one in the Dollar General, or if you have some laying around, that's fine too. So that's the technique I use with the brush. And then I'll just sit this over here to dry. And let's get started on the next thing you need is a piece of scrapbook paper. And I just have this gray buffalo check. And I kept the back and the glass to my frame because we're using all of it. There's nothing I hate more than having to try to get rid of a piece of glass from a project because I just don't like to do it. I don't like to have to throw anything away. So I'm just going to use, and I'm using this scrap piece of paper that I have. Let me put this paint away before I end up knocking it over and having a really big mess in the messy craft corner. And I just want to use my scissors and trim this off. And I'm just trimming the exact oval that the frame is. Here we go. And you could trace this if you wanted to put it onto your frame, but you don't have to. I'm just using the scissors and being really careful going around. This oval piece was in the frame when I bought it. Get this stuff out the way. So then you see we have a nice oval. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use Mod Podge and we're going to glue this right to the center. Now look at that. That is just slightly smaller than the background. That'll be okay. So we're going to use some Mod Podge. I think if I can find it. Like I said, I put some things away and maybe I'm not sure where I stuck everything. Just a second. Aha. So I'm just going to use some Mod Podge and I'm going to put this onto the frame using the Mod Podge. It'll hold it a little nicer, even though I'm putting it into the frame. It's okay that you glue it down. You can use glue. You don't have to use Mod Podge. I'm just using Mod Podge because that's what I have. There must have been a little black paint left on this brush. Let's put this down in here. And then I'm going to put a little Mod Podge right over the top, going over the edges to make sure that it seals. Ah, that black, there's like a little black blob and it's getting onto my paper. Ah, it's coming from my finger. Guys, it's coming from my finger. I have to keep my finger off. Oh my goodness. That's up at the edge. It'll be okay. Happy accident. So just give that a few seconds to dry. If you have a heat gun or a hair dryer, you could dry it and that'd be fine. I want to wash this black paint off my hands before I end up with a really big mess. A really, really big mess. It's an Etsy shop. I just thought of it. What I was trying to think of that I have now. I have an Etsy shop now, which I'm super excited about. So, and those links I'll put into the description box below. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, why don't you go ahead and click that button there and subscribe? You know that you want to, because you know that I'm going to come out with some really more cool crafts as the spring gets here. So I'm just taking the glass and I'm putting the glass back in to the frame. Now it's a little tricky because these little things that turn keep getting in my way. So I'm having to position that. And then I'm putting the frame right inside, or the back to the frame with that we glued the scrapbook paper to. So let's just close this up. And then you'll see we will have a frame with the scrapbook paper right behind the glass. But that's not all that I'm going to do. Now I'm going to take one of these flowers that I got off the clearance rack at Michael's, and we're going to paste it right to the center of our frame. And that's all we're going to do for this project today, because I told you it was really going to be an easy project. for you guys to make something cute for your decor at your house. Your house, your office. This would look cute sitting on a desk just to cheer you up. And it really has a really very cool feel to it. So, and that is it. You could add some, you could add some greenery. Let me pull down the greenery that I have tucked away. And let me see if there's anything that interests me on my greenery bushes here. Not that. Not that. Maybe a little sprig of this. That might be cute. A little sprig of green just to kind of pop out there. Let me just put a little glue on here. And we're just hot gluing it right up to the frame there behind. It's almost like we're kind of making a little flower arrangement right onto our piece here. And it's super cute. I like this. I'm not sure. Oops, sorry. The lighting there was not good. But I got these shrub bushes from Walmart. They're carrying a lot right now. And a lot of really cute ones too. Not just, plain Jane ordinary. But some really neat bushes for only just $1. And then a little bit of this one. This one has a little bit of bling to it. Just to kind of make that pop. So there we go. How cool is that, guys? Super cool. And it only took me just a little over 11 minutes to make. So there you go. You guys head out to the Dollar Tree. Get yourself this cute frame that you can stand on your shelf, on your counter, on your desk. Something just really pretty. I'd love to hear what you think. Leave me a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks so much for stopping by the Messy Craft Corner today. I'm so glad that you came and crafted with me. Have a great day. And remember, be kind to someone because you never know what they're going through.